viewers. Welcome back, road trippers. Akeem and Akatim, brothers and sisters, mothers, fathers, aunties and uncles, grandmas and grandpas. Everybody in the house, welcome back to the road trip. If you're new here, my name is Aharon the Scribe. I'm just here to read some scrolls for you, all right? And if you're new to the channel, which I know that there's some new ones here, all this that you see in front of you, there's nothing malicious about it at all. It just represents spiritual warfare. Reading through the book of Maccabees and a lot of the warring books, the Greek rebellion, those things like that. It just represents spiritual warfare. It's just satire for the road trip, okay? So I don't want anyone to feel offended by anything here. If you know the program, then you know, all right? All praises to the Most High. Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings to you, your homes, your dwelling places, where you stay at, right? Your children, your loved one, your friends, and your pets, little fur babies, right? We love them all right? So all praises to the Most High Yahweh, right? All praises to the Most High Abana Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Glory to Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the King, the High Priest, Melchizedek, the first fruit. That's right, our big brother. And honors to the Ruach HaKodesh, wisdom, courage, understanding. My love and my respect to you. Thanks for being here with me, brothers and sisters, kingdom builders, road trippers. All right, so where we at? Where we at, fam? We just finished up the letter of Jeremiah, so now we're going to read for Baruch, or the Paralipomena, of Jeremiah. Right? This one is about, let's see, what do we got? We got 9 chapters on this one, so we'll break it up. All right, so on this first read, we're going to read chapters 1 through 5. On the next one, we'll read 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, and I finish that up. And looks like by the end of today, we'll be touching the New Testament, getting into the book of Matthew. All right, so let's go ahead and clean up everything. Let's clean up the house, get all these scriptures and scrolls read out, all these little stragglers, right, before we get started and get back into the meat of things, right, the meat and potatoes. All right, so if you want to follow along with me, if you have these scrolls right here available, the Paralipomena of Jeremiah, or for Baruch, if you have that available, please follow along, whether it's hard copy or you're scrolling online with that blue screen. But please join me. All right, I would love to have you. No further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We're about to get started reading the Paralipomena of Jeremiah. Let's begin. All right, let's go. For Baruch, chapter 1, and it reads, It came to pass, when the children of Yasharel were taken captive by the king of the Chaldeans, that Yahweh spoke to Jeremiah, saying, Jeremiah, my chosen one, servant, arise and depart from this city, you and Baruch, since I am going to destroy it because of the multitude of sins of those who dwell in it. For your prayers are like a solid pillar in its midst, and like an indestructible wall surrounding it. Now then, arise and depart before the host of the Chaldeans surrounds it. And Jeremiah answered, saying, I beseech you, Yahweh, permit me, your servant, to speak in your presence. And the Most High said to him, Speak, my chosen one, servant Jeremiah. And Jeremiah spoke, saying, Yahweh El Shaddai, will you deliver the chosen city into the hands of the Chaldeans, so that the king with the multitude of his people might boast and say, I have prevailed over the Kodesh city of Yahweh. No, my Adonai. But if it is your will, let it be destroyed by your hands. And the Most High said to Jeremiah, Since you are my chosen one, arise and depart from this city, you and Baruch, for I am going to destroy it because of the multitude of sins of those who dwell in it. For neither the king nor its host will be able to enter it unless I first open its gates. Arise then and go to Baruch, and tell him these words. And when you have arisen at the 6th hour of the night, go out on the city walls, and I will show you that unless I first destroy the city, they cannot enter it. When the Most High had said this, he departed from Jeremiah. That's the end of chapter 1. All right, let's continue on. Let's get some more of this. All right, family, let's read. Chapter 2, and it reads, And Jeremiah ran and told these things to Baruch. And as they went into the temple of Yahweh, Jeremiah tore his garments and put dust on his head and entered the Kodesh place of Yahweh. And when Baruch saw him with dust sprinkled on his head and his garments torn, he cried out in a loud voice, saying, Father Jeremiah, what are you doing? What sin has the people committed? For whenever the people sinned, Jeremiah would sprinkle dust on his head and would pray for the people until their sin was forgiven. So Baruch asked him, saying, Father, what is this? And Jeremiah said to him, refrain from rending your garments. Rather, let us rend our hearts. And let us not draw water for the trough, but let us weep and fill them with tears. For the Most High will not have mercy on his people. And Baruch said, Father Jeremiah, what has happened? And Jeremiah said, Yahweh is delivering the city into the hands of the king of the Chaldeans, to take the people captive into Babylon. And when Baruch heard these things, he also tore his garments and said, Father Jeremiah, who has made this known to you? And Jeremiah said to him, stay with me a while until the 6th hour of the night, so that you may know that this word is true. Therefore, they both remained in the altar area weeping, and their garments were torn. That's the end of chapter 2, but we're not done, right? Let's continue on. Let's get some more of this. Let's read chapter 3. Let's begin. Moving on, chapter 3, and it reads, And when the hour of the night arrived, as the Most High had told Jeremiah, they came up together on the walls of the city, Jeremiah and Baruch. And behold, there came a sound of trumpets, right, shofars, and angels emerged from heaven holding torches in their hands, and they set them on the walls of the city. And when Jeremiah and Baruch saw them, they wept, saying, Now we know that the word is true. And Jeremiah besought the angels, saying, I beseech you, do not destroy the city yet until I say something to the Most High. And the Most High spoke to the angels, saying, Do not destroy the city until I speak to my chosen one Jeremiah. Then Jeremiah spoke, saying, I beg you, Yahweh, bid me to speak in your presence. And the Most High said, Speak, my chosen one, servant Jeremiah. And Jeremiah said, Behold, Yahweh, now we know that you are delivering the city into the hands of its enemies, and they will take the people away into Babylon. What do you want me to do with the Kodesh vessels of the temple service? And the Most High said to him, Take them and co-sign them to the earth, saying, Hear, earth, the voice of your Creator who formed you in the abundance of waters, who sealed you with 7 seals for 7 epochs, and after this you will receive your ornaments. Guard the vessels of the temple service until the gathering of the beloved. And Jeremiah spoke, saying, I beseech you, Most High, show me what I should do for Abimelech the Ethiopian, for he has done many kindness to your servant Jeremiah. For he pulled me out of the miry pit, and I do not wish that he should see the destruction and desolation of the city, but that you should be merciful to him, and that he should not be grieved. Salake. And the Most High said to Jeremiah, Send him to the vineyard of Agrippa, and I will hide him in the shadow of the mountain until I cause the people to return to the city. And you, Jeremiah, go with your people into Babylon and stay with them, preaching to them, until I cause them to return to the city. But leave Baruch here until I speak with him. When he had said these things, the Most High ascended from Jeremiah into heaven. But Jeremiah and Baruch entered the Kodesh place, and taking the vessels of the temple service, they consigned them to the earth, as the Most High had told them. And immediately the earth swallowed them, and they both sat down and wept. And they mourned. And when morning came, Salake, Jeremiah sent Abimelech, saying, Take a basket and go to the estate of Agrippa by the mountain road, and bring back some figs to give to the sick among the people, for the favor of the Most High is on you, and his glory is on your head. And when he had said this, Jeremiah sent him away, and Abimelech went as he was told, as he told him. Right? That's the end of chapter 3. All right, let's get some more. All right, chapter 4. Chapter 4, and it reads, And when morning came, behold, the host of the Chaldeans surrounded the city, and the great angel trumpeted, saying, Enter the city, host of the Chaldeans, for behold, the gate is open for you. Therefore, let the king enter with his multitudes, and let him take all the people captive. But taking the keys of the temple, Jeremiah went outside the city and threw them away in the presence of the sun, saying, I say to you, son, take the keys of the temple of Yahweh and guard them until the day in which the Most High asked you for them. For we have not been found worthy to keep them, for we have become unfaithful guardians. While Jeremiah was still weeping for the people, they brought him out with the people and dragged them into Babylon. But Baruch put dust on his head and sat and wailed this lamentation, saying, Why has Jerusalem been devastated? Because of the sins of the beloved people she was delivered into the hands of the enemies, because of our sins and those of the people. But let not the lawless ones boast and say, we are strong enough to take the city of Yahweh by our might, but it was delivered to you because of our sins. And Yahweh will pity us and cause us to return to our city, but you will not survive. Blessed are our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov, for they departed from this world and did not see the destruction of this city. When he had said this, Baruch departed from the city, weeping and saying, grieving because of you, Jerusalem, I went out from you. And he remained sitting in a tomb, while the angels came to him and explained to him everything that the Most High revealed to him through them. That's the end of chapter 4. All right? When we have chapter 5, we're going to go ahead and get that one. And then we'll do 6 through 9 on the next read, okay? So let's get chapter 5 to the door, all right? Let's go. All right, let's get some more. Chapter 5, and it reads, But Abimelech took the figs of the burning heat, and coming upon a tree, he sat under its shade to rest a bit. And leaning his head on the basket of figs, he fell asleep and slept for 66 years, and he was not awakened from his slumber. And afterward, when he awoke from his sleep, he said, I slept sweetly for a little while, but my head is heavy because I did not get enough sleep. Then he uncovered the basket of figs and found them dripping milk, and he said, I would like to sleep a little longer, because my head is heavy. But I am afraid that I might fall asleep and be late in awakening, and my father Jeremiah would think badly of me. For if he were not in a hurry, he would not have sent me today at daybreak. So I will get up and proceed in the burning heat. For isn't there toil every day? Isn't there? So he got up and took the basket of figs and placed it on his shoulders. And he entered into Jerusalem and did not recognize it, neither his own house nor the place. Nor did he find his own family or any of his acquaintances. And he said, The Most High Yahweh be blessed, for a great trance has come over me today. This is not the city Jerusalem. And I have lost my way, because I came by the mountain road when I arose from my sleep. And since my head was heavy because I did not get enough sleep, I lost my way. And it will seem incredible to Jeremiah that I lost my way. And he departed from the city, and as he searched, he saw the landmarks of the city. And he said, Indeed, this is the city. I lost my way. And again he returned to the city and searched, and found no one of his own people. And he said, The Most High be blessed, for a great trance has come over me. And again he departed from the city, and he stayed there grieving, not knowing where he should go. And he put down the basket, saying, I will sit here until the Most High takes this trance from me. And as he sat, he saw an old man coming from the field. And Abimelech said to him, I say to you, old man, what city is this? And he said to him, It is Jerusalem. And Abimelech said to him, Where is Jeremiah the priest, and Baruch the secretary, and all the people of the city? For I could not find them. And the old man said to him, Are you not from this city, seeing that you remember Jeremiah today, because you are asking about him after such a long time? For Jeremiah is in Babylon with the people, for they were taken captive by King Nebuchadnezzar, and Jeremiah is with them to preach the good news to them, and to teach them the word. As soon as Abimelech heard this from the old man, he said, If you were not an old man, and if it were not for the fact that it is not lawful for a man to upbraid one older than himself, I would laugh at you and say that you are out of your mind. Since you say that the people have been taken captive into Babylon, even if the heavenly torrents had descended on them, there has not yet been time for them to go into Babylon. For how much time has passed since my father Jeremiah sent me to the estate of Agrippa to bring a few figs, so that I might give them to the sick among the people? How long? And I went and got them. And when I came to a certain tree in the burning heat, I sat to rest a little, and I leaned my head on the basket and fell asleep. And when I awoke, I uncovered the basket of figs, supposing that I was late, and I found the figs dripping milk, just as I had collected them. But you claim that the people have been taken captive into Babylon. But that you might know, take the figs and see. And he uncovered the basket of figs for the old man, and he saw them dripping milk. And when the old man saw them, he said, O my son, you are a righteous man, and Yahweh did not want you to see the desolation of the city. So he brought this trance upon you. For behold, it is 66 years today since the people were taken captive into Babylon. But that you might learn, my son, that what I tell you is true. Look into the field and see that the ripening of the crops has not appeared. And notice that the figs are not in season. And be enlightened, Then Abimelech cried out in a loud voice, saying, I bless you, Yahweh of heaven and earth, the rest of the souls of the righteous in every place. Then he said to the old man, What month is this? And he said, Nisan, which is Abib. And taking some figs, he gave them to the old man and said to him, May Yahweh illumine your way to the city above Jerusalem. That's the end of chapter 5. All right, Mishpachah. All right. So that's going to be the end of that. That's chapters 1 through 5 for Baruch, the Paralipomena of Jeremiah. And we're going to break them up into two just so that we don't have one super long one. And then I guess we're just going to have two short ones. I guess that's all right, right? Yeah, it's not that bad. All right. And so the next read is about the same length as this one. So it'll be 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we'll finish that up there. But thanks for riding along with me on this one, on this scripture read. These next two, well, the next one after this is going to be kind of short as well. And then from there, let's see. Let's take a look right now while we're sitting right here. Right? Why not? Let's take a look. Okay, so we've already gone through the editions of Esther. We already knocked that one out with the translation of the Greek Septuagint, right? We got to get Psalms 151, but that's nothing. That's literally, I might just add that on to something else because I don't even think that's worth having a standalone for. We've already gone through all the Baruch. We're going to finish up this last one for Baruch. We finished up the Song of the Three Holy Children, the Prayer of Azariah, the History of Susanna, Bel and the Dragon. We got that. So yeah, after we finish this, we're going into the New Testament. All right, so we're going to be starting Matthew after the next read. So we have one more, and then we start the New Testament to continue the road trip, all right? So thanks for being with me. Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings to your homes, your dwelling places, right? Children, loved ones, friends, and pets, all that good stuff that you need in your life, Mishpachah, right? Stay positive, stay focused, right? Stay ambitious, stay zealous for the Most High, Yahweh. All praises to Yahweh, the Most High, all right? Until we speak again, until we meet again, be safe out there, right? And I'm thinking about you. I'm praying about you. I'll see you soon. I love you all.